Welcome to online scheduling for new clients. The new client appointment scheduling page would look like this. Okay, and at the top, let me show you first how you can get here. So what I'd recommend is putting something on your website, a link that would direct you to that page, and that URL is one of the 6 that we provide to you, and you can find that under the video training, Getting Started, Your URL Links. Okay, so from here, this is our website, our tax website, and where it says new client appointment, if they would click on that link, they would then come to this page. So as you know, you can either have them request an appointment and that comes to you and then you actually do the scheduling, or you can have your clients schedule their own appointment right into your calendar. So I'm doing an example. I'm going to have your clients schedule directly into the calendar. So they come to this page. And you can, up here in the instructions, you could have them, right now I'm allowing them to schedule on the same day. So today is the 5th of November, and they can actually schedule an appointment today on the calendar. You can control that if you don't want them to schedule on today, maybe you want it to be 2 days out. In the admin section on the company page, you can control the date that they could schedule the appointment. All right, so from here, I'm going to select the office. So we have 3 offices. I'm going to select West Saginaw. As soon as I do that, then my professionals, typically my preparers, I'll have a drop down of which preparers are available on this date in this office. So in this example, and if I want to click a different date, I just select the field and I can pick any date I'd like on the calendar. In this case, I have Dwan and I have Mark. So if I select Mark, now my availability is now displayed in the drop down, and I also have an availability calendar right here too to make it easier. So if I click on my availability calendar it'll actually display for the whole month. So for today, the 5th, I'm only available at 12 o'clock. So it's currently a little past 11. So I have it also set up in my admin on the company page that if anyone does schedule an appointment through here, a new client, it's going to be at least blocked off 60 minutes. So I could control that. I could make it 90 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. I've decided to do 60 minutes. Anyone coming through here, you're automatically going to have a 60-minute appointment. All right, so it's looking for my availability based on a 60-minute appointment. All right, so today I'm just available from 12 o'clock to book. These are my times on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, no time on Friday. So I'm going to close this out. So it's only showing my availability. If I were to switch it over to, and if I look down here in the drop down, you see 12 o'clock, so it's matching up. If I switch it over to Dwan, click on her availability. For today, she's available all the way up till 4 o'clock. So we close at 5, so you can't book anything after that. And so on. So each day she's actually working. So you can't actually book an appointment through on this availability calendar. This is where you actually they would schedule the appointment. So I'm gonna switch it back to myself here. I'll make it for 12 o'clock today. And Tommy Izzo here is gonna come in. We want the last 4 of their social because they are a new client. So we're only capturing that for the self check-in screen. All right, that's used for there. So I'll put in the last 4, put an email, address, phone number, how can we help you? Now, because you could have multiple business types, the how can we help you is going to be the type of business type. So in our example, for our tax office, all we do is tax preparation. If you do tax preparation and bookkeeping, this field here is going to be, this drop-down menu is actually linked to your admin business type. So you get to determine which business types you'd like to display on this appointment calendar. So if you only do appointments for tax prep, then let's make it easy for your new clients and only allow them to see tax preparation. But if you have bookkeeping and tax prep, then you probably want to have both of the business types display here so then you know why the client's actually coming in. How'd you hear about us? Again, this is linked to your admin referral types. You get to determine which referral types you want to display here. So I'm going to say, I think I did refer a friend. That's right. And if you want any notes here, but because I've already pre-selected Mark, it's actually going to now show up as marked as a requested appointment because they specifically said they want Mark. Now, also one more thing I forgot to point out is that you can control which employees display in the drop-down. So Mark being the owner of X-Tax and I've been around now for going on 20 years, so a lot of people know me. So I might not want to do I don't want to do all the appointments, but if they see my name, obviously they're going to say, oh, I want Mark to do my return right away, and they're going to bypass all the other staff. All right, so if I decide I don't even want to display in here, if they want to use this calendar or this scheduler to schedule appointments, they get to pick my other staff. All right, so on my user page, I can check a box and say, I don't want to display on the new client scheduler. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit send. And appointment scheduled successfully. So that's their confirmation, but on top of that, they also get an email sent to them confirming it, and it'll also list out, in this example, have an appointment at the West Saginaw office on the 5th at 12 o'clock with Mark. So they get a second confirmation. And then what we see on our side, let me drag this out of here. Refresh my page here. So now I'm logged in under Mark, and right here now I have one new appointment. So I click on this. There's Tommy Izzo from 12 to 1, and my notes say appointment added by the client through the new client schedule page. So it's just so I know how they actually got on my calendar. So if this person doesn't show up, and this happens to be a repeat, maybe this happens all the time, people are just putting bogus appointments on your calendar, maybe you want to just shut this off and not use this at all and then go back to the requested appointment, so where you actually book the appointment yourself as opposed to allowing them to into your calendar. So that's why we put that in the appointment notes, so you can see that Tom actually did schedule the appointment himself. If I go to my calendar, there it is right there, Tom Izzo. So if you look, my calendar is actually pretty booked up, and that was another reason why he couldn't schedule anything other than at noon. I guess like I had an appointment at 11 o'clock. So it'll only display what's available for him to schedule, and then he will schedule the appointment. That's all I have. Thank you.